Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and welcome to our podcast today in Galaxy Podcast. And we'll talk about mental health issues via or another platform. Still have to deal with mental illness, a phenomenon that thousands of people in Indonesia are not aware of. Before the heated discussion about mental health in recent years, mental health in India was a neglected health issues compared to issues surrounding physical health. People of Indonesia has been proven through a survey conducted in 2014 by the World Health Organization of WHO. In the survey, it was explained that suicide is the biggest silent killer in Indonesia, suicide, and still the real issue to this today. Knowing that, we talk more about physical mental health. Therefore, we talk with several figures from actors, a musician, to student of action that what we was a society can take raise awareness of. I will start about the question, and we has uh, four guest star in our podcast today. We'll answer many questions about mental health. And let me introduce our guest today, and so on, Faisal Fadil. And the first question is, in your opinion, it's discouraging for me that I think because maybe some people them mental health problems between mental health, because maybe physical health will be seen and we can, but it unseen. And okay, and next I will to the accessibility of physical health treatment. Okay.
Okay, I will answer number one, opportunity to speak to me, in my opinion. Actually, mental health treatment cannot be equated with physical health, to being medicine and the mental illness in general. The process is identify the cause, administering, changing lifestyle, and then to regular checkups. And the problem is complete healing. The percentage of patients with mental illness who experience a relapse is also very high. This is treatment received by the patient, and then case deaths often by patient are when they come from treatment to are given drugs such as then they will be left from regular checks up. So actually, if you say for mental illness, it is actually no to counseling. Okay. This.
Okay, thank you for our guest star today, Faisal Fadila. And we want to ask how about your opinion in this?
Okay, thanks. My opinion, actually, with the advent of social media, mental problems have also become more complex. In case of cyber harassment are a form of this problem. People were bullied certainly feel to be effect, and people who are bullied, they also they also, they also have mental problem. I think the Indonesian government may have tried to address this issue really been feel as possible. Legal regulation regarding social media are still in process while the digital world is developing rapidly. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And next, we will hear the opinion from Afif Nur.
Okay, thank you. I think getting access to medication for mental issue is much more difficult than any type of medication for physical illness, especially but not exclusive in Indonesia. The lack of access isn't the only issue. The lack of awareness of the access is where there's really a problem. How am I supposed to get better if I don't even know what medical option are available to me in this country?
Okay, thank you for Afif Naratipa. And next, we will. What do you think there is a stigma around mental health that someone with a mental disorder is attention seeking? So the question is will be answered with from Afif Naratipa.
Okay. The stigma that is attached to mental illness come from the fact that it hasn't been talked about a lot until these past few years in Indonesia. People aren't really educated on it and see it as something that is so extra. For a long time, people who experience this thing haven't been willing to talk about it comfortably because of this stigma and the fear that the next morning they would be the next gossip topic. Now things are slowly changing touch. People still don't really understand it sometimes, but they respect it a bit more.
Okay, thank you for opinion from Ilham Rahmat.
Okay, thanks. Why do you think there is stigma or disorder is attention seeking? Is my opinion seeking attention because everyone needs attention and affection. Sounds trivial, but it is one of the foundation of an individual. So a person really likes attention and affection. The effects can be on a lot of things and usually more for the bad. More for the bad. Thanks.
Okay, Ilham, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. And next opinion is according my opinion, someone who has a mental disorder. Maybe we see that they seeking attention. Maybe they need a silent, peaceful for healing themselves because they have a problem from their mental, and it's not easy to healing it. It's not easy. It's not enough. With before we need to to heal ourselves, peaceful calmness, or maybe we'll give them recovery. Okay, and next we will listening an opinion from.
Okay, thank you, Lutfian, for giving me answer a question. Actually, the origin of the word, people see that people who experience themselves differently is an attention seeker, and the majority of the time it is cannot think about it's like bipolar. It doesn't really look like he is sick, but in the end, most people say he does not look like you when he is sick, simply because people nowadays have less tolerance, seeking attention should be interpreted more in a positive way. So why is behaving like that, or maybe he is having thoughts again, and so on in empathy and sympathy accordance with what is called normal. The connotation becomes ugly and negative. Awareness of the Indonesian people is also very minimal about mental illness. So most people have bad perception of this and lead to wrong stereotyping. Basically, every human being, if there is something that is mind is not strong enough, to the appearance will be in his behavior and physical behavior. It is the same with this case. Someone with mental illness who is looking for help as simply as needing a story is actually considered to be seeking attention. This is enough for me. Thank you for Lutfeni.
Okay, thank you, Faisal Fadila, for the answer. And next, we will continue the next question. With the emergence of social media, cases of cyber harassment are increasing. Do you think the Indonesian government has addressed this issue well? Okay, I will answer this question first. Indonesian government is addresses this issue well because, as we know, if we comment a post or a content in Instagram, maybe can disappear if we writing or commenting inappropriate thing like judging or insulting or violence, violence. What you say? Violence or etc. The Indonesian government who's programming the social media will managing it. Maybe we can, because it will very, and if we can control our attitude in social media, maybe the what you said quality of mental health will be increasing. So we must keep our attitude, behavior, and we must keep another feeling. Okay. After this, Afif Nurlatifa will answer this question according to her opinion. Time is yours.
Okay, my opinion, as for cyberbullying, it shouldn't happen, but it does the same way that bullying in real life happens. The worst part about school life is the culture of bullying being normal. It shouldn't be the way. With social media, people can find communities online and feel like they belong somewhere, even if their school life sucks. I don't know what Indonesia can do to stop it, but more and more anti-bullying campaigns are gaining popularity, so social media really isn't the enemy. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Afif Nurlatifa. And next, Adila. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you for Lutfiani for the answer the question. I do not think so yet. Although I have never really defined cyber harassment, but for a person who he has never seen or heard of any significant action in cases, the government still feels online harassment as that this has the biggest influence on human mentality, especially young people. From social pressure, consequently, or on our generation to have a mindset that when these that are expected by
Attitude, keep our behavior, our conversation, our relation, and everything because in our life, if our mental is bad, we can do anything, working, we can get very well. Okay, maybe enough today. Thank you for our guest star today, Faisal Fadila, Ilham, and Afif Nur Latifah. Everyone, welcome back to our podcast today. Still continue our topic about the mental health. Okay, the question is, do mental health should be prioritized more in Indonesia? Answer to the fifth.
Okay. Thank you, Lutfi. My opinion that yes, Indonesia should slowly start incorporating parenting mental health as more of a priority because it is something that people experience unwillingly and should be talked about more freely. Access to help and medication should also be known about. That's opinion. My opinion.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Bu Afif. And according to my opinion, the mental health is priorities in Indonesia, but some of them, not all, not overall in Indonesia. I think someone who has a high education, better education, is very get attention to their mental health. But some of them who has not a better education, they don't know how about the mental health, what is mental health, and they don't know to cure their mental health. And I think it is our role, our duty to tell and to teach them about how important mental health in our life and how important mental health from another people. That's all my opinion, and we will continue to Faisal Fadila's
Okay, thank you for Lutfi for giving me answer question.
opinion.
Okay. And
Time is yours.
you have to, because in Indonesian there is still too much stigma, let alone in small towns. In the capital itself, awareness is still minimal. What is a concern in Indonesian? Maybe because our culture is stick with example of religions, so many people find it difficult to distinguish mental illness with certain condition. For example, many people who experience depression are considered less close to good. People beliefs may be different is not wrong and can also worship to get peace of mind, but that doesn't mean that depression is not a thing. It is sensitively proven that people with mental illness have different hormone levels and brain activity like normal people. So all in all, the public must really educate the public about mental health first so that there is no misunderstanding of perception. Okay, thank you for attention.
Okay, thank you for Fadila. And now we will listening Ilham Rahmat Maulana's opinion. Time is
Okay, thanks, Lupi. In my opinion, do you think mental health should be prioritized more in Indonesia? Yes, of course. Mental health is as important as physical health. And for a country to be more advanced, of course, it is supported by the mental health of its population. Thank you, Lutfi.
Okay, thank you to Ilham Rahmat Maulana. The last question, as a society, how we can raise awareness about the importance of health in our country. And the question is answer will be answered with uh,
Okay, thank you for Lutfi. And my opinion, you can start with the simple things. In this era of social media, it is so easy to share of information. It will be nice for millennials to start using social media as a platform to increase awareness and spread information related to mental health, because just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean other people around you don't not either. The most tricky part with mental health sufferers is that they are mostly invisible to the naked eye. So by sharing on media social, discussion this topic with people around you, realizing it or not knowing it can already help. It's okay for you to feel different, and it's okay for you to speak up. And then apart from spreading awareness about mental health, we also to emphasize that it's okay for you to feel different, and it's okay for you to speak up. Most people are estimated to have mental illness, so they prefer to hide simple dislike that actually have a very significant impact, namely the complete inhibition of mental illness treatment. Thank you.
okay, thank you, Faisal Fadila. And next we will listening opinion to Ilhamat Maulana.
Thanks. Uh, my opinion, first, release the mental state of each of us. Take care of our mental state first. Give ourselves time to process all, all of our inner ways, so that a country with a more meaningful population will be formed, and also be nice to other. Hopefully, that way you can give good energy. Thanks.
Thank you to Ilham Rahmat Maulana. And next, Afif Nurul, how about the answer about the question? In your opinion, time is yours.
Okay, my opinion, what I think we can do to help from an individual perspective will just be aware of how make mockery it. Feel comfortable speaking about my own mental struggles, so others who feel same the same will know they are not alone, and to always be respectful of everyone's opinions, even if they don't match mine, as opinions change and judgment does nothing. Thank you.
And then in opinion, we must open our mind. We must aware to another people around us, and then we must feel that a human, not just us, is around us is uh, is not, and what we feel, what we see is same with what people feel, what other people say. As I know, my channel is unstable, and then I will continue my opinion. Ask you. Okay, I will give my opinion. Yes, as society creatures, we cannot live alone. We have friends. We need friends around us, and around us is human. And what we see is same with them. If we feel happy, they will feel happy. And next, I will give you my opinion. As human, we are a society creatures. We cannot live alone. We need human. We need friends. We need each other. And then another will be happy. Of course, they will happy. And if they feel sad, maybe we will feel sad too. Sad too. And then we need to keep another person feeling. We must keep our attitude. We must keep our behavior to keep our mental health and to keep our mental health, our prestige, and etc. And we have to keep another person mental health. We not have to like we judging or we insulting the another person is wrong way. I think that's enough. Hope the podcast will be useful. Daily life, daily after